Hi friends, I am Mohan from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering College. Today I am going to explain about logical operators for conditional execution from the subject called UNIX system programming. So let us discuss how the logical operators will work in a conditional execution while programming a code. So let us discuss one by one. Logical operators as building blocks of decision making. This presentation explores the fundamentals of logical operators in programming, covering their basic definitions, their role in evaluating expressions, and their application in conditional statements. By the end of this journey, you will gain a deeper understanding of how these operators contribute to the decision-making power of your programs. What are logical operators? Decision makers, control flow, conditional logic. They combine the evolution Boolean true or false expression to produce a final truth value. Control flow, conditional logic, and decision makers are these are the logical operators which having the control flow and conditional logic and decision makers. So logical operators are typically used in shell scripting for conditional execution and combining commands. Here are the most common ones: and, or, not, combination. So, for example, for example, and executes the second command only if the first succeeds, or execute the second command only if the first fails. Not negates the result of a condition like command combination. Logical operators for complex conditions. Decision maker. They combine the evaluate Boolean true or false expressions to produce a final truth value. They guide the execution of your code based on the truth value of the combined conditions. They allow your program to make choices and execute different actions based on different circumstances. Logical and get both true or one false. If both expressions are true, the result is true. If one or both expressions are false, the result is false. This is simply like and logical or one true, both false. If one or both expressions are true, then result is true. If both expressions are false, the result is false. So difference between and or is if in and if only one also false means the both also false or results are false. But in or it should be false for both. Then the result is false. Logical not inverts truth and negates result. The not operator reverses the truth value of an expression. It will reverse the expressions. Okay. If turn true or to false and false to true, it is negates the results. Evaluating logical expressions. Operator precedence, parenthesis, truth tables, order of operations, not and or. Parenthesis. Use parenthesis to modify precedence and truth tables is a visual tool for understanding operator behavior. Conditional statements, decision points, control flow, code efficiency. They allow your program to they allow your program to make choice based on conditions. They alter the execution path of our program. They streamline your code by executing relevant blocks. Condition evolution. If or else the condition is evaluated first determining the execution path or if else statements like true path, the condition is true, the code block within the if statement executes false path. If the condition is false, the code block within the else statement is executed. Nested if else statements, hierarchical logical, they create a hierarchy for conditions each with its own evolution, complex decisions. They allow you to handle multiple scenarios in a structured way. They improve code readability by breaking down complex logic, like some of the execution outputs are my diary exists does not exist, and my file does not exist, and my file is exist. This is about code clarity. They improve code readability by breaking down complex logic, switch statements, multiple cases, efficient choice, code clarity. They allow you to check for specific values and execute the matching code, and efficient choice, code clarity. They improve code readability and maintainable. And where in UNIX shell, scripting logical operators for conditional execution are primarily used to control the flow of commands based on their success and or failure. So in combination of and or gate, combine both operators to handle both success and failures, and the if the runs regardless is and my diary succeeds or fails, like an expert expression of logical operators and conditional execution in Unix shell or scripting, including details, additional examples, and nuisance behavior execute the command only if the command prompt succeeds, and if in case useful for chaining department commands, and where the next command should run only if the previous one is successful, and combined behavior and or to handle success and failure cases in one command line. Behavior negates the exist of, I'm saying about not logical operator. Behavior negates the exist status of a command and a syntax, where a semicolon its behaviors executes command sequentially regardless of success or failure of previous commands. Double semicolon used in case statements to determine a pattern's execution, passes the output of one command as input to another, not strictly a logical operator, but often used in scripts. Every Unix command returns an exit status, indicates success, non-zero indicates, and used to assets. And also the parenthesis of exit unit and of, for example, attempts to create my diary or my file exist, and logical operators zero command execution successfully, where a non-zero command execution failed. Logical operators allows combining, branching, or chaining commands based on their success or failure. Ensures the next command runs only if the first command succeeds of the logical or to the example. The first command success, second command is executed, then result is success. First command failure, second command skip means result is failure. This is about AND gate. Ensure the next command runs only if the first command fails. Logical truth table or not a truth table. Like first command says success, second command says skipped also, it should be success for OR gate. If the first command failure, second executed means it will depends upon the OR gate. Then looking for any validation or or any user cases like error handling, conditional changing, validation is like error handling means run a fallback command if the first one fails. Chain multiple commands that depend on each other. Check for prerequisites and proceed conditionally. Would you like the examples with and we are sending the logical operator stop evolution as soon as the result is determined. Every command in Unix Linux has an exist status as assessing using non-zero indicator failure specific values represent different error types used in case statements to terminate execution of a pattern bug. For example, it will execute say command sequence regardless for and the next one is logical operators are allowed and to be flow command execution in the shell. They rarely and exit sisters or return the logical conditional statements, if fails, and switch statements. Multiple cases, efficient choice, and code clarity. They allow you to check your for specific values and execute the matching code, and they provide a streamlined and efficient way to handle multiple conditions. They improve code readability and maintainability. So this is about logical operator of a conditional execution. Thank you.